Yo, Fidel, how are you, sir?
Sane, what up, bro? I'm good,
It's
man.
been
How
a
are you?
good minute.
It has, bro. It really has.
Got a project coming out, man.
Yes,
Meanwhile,
sir. Yes, sir. Meanwhile, the EP.
I'm proud of you,
Fire.
dog.
Thank you,
It's
bro.
it's it's been too long. I think everybody knows it's been way too long.
Word, I'm just like I'm damn near at a loss for words. That's how long it's been. Shit.
Yeah, no,
I almost
like
forgot. Shit. Like damn, it's time. Wild out,
when you
bro.
so like has meanwhile been a project you've been working on for years, or did you just come together and you was like, hey man, I'm gonna put some raps together and I'm about to drop this shit?
It's a little bit of both because I had an idea to come out with a since it's been so long, I had an idea to come out with a like an EP first before I
Yeah,
go to like a full length project that like a full body of work. So I always had an idea to put out an EP first. And then from there that would be like my jumping point, like my starting point. And then but at the same time too, like to the other half of that, I was gonna have it be like, yo, I'm gonna put these raps on there too. Like I'm gonna get these raps on because it's been so long. So
yeah,
it's a combination of both. And it came together well. I'm happy with it.
yeah.
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of the approach that you're going with. Like it's just like, hey man, you got to catch these hands. Well, no, you got to catch these bars.
Yes, basically, yes, for real, basically, yeah. Because I'm just like, yeah, let me just hit him with raps like that. That's why I even said, like when I posted about it and stuff, I was just like, yo, it's been a while, so I can give y'all a pack of raps,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's what it is. It's raps. It's straight raps. I'll say, not even say, it's a fact. There's only one hook on the whole EP. It's one hook. The rest is just the rest is just raps. Everything else, is bar. Mine is like one hook, and
I
that's
used to
it.
like back when Wayne would do that. Like
Yeah,
that's what I like. It was something cool about it. I know as a spitter, you enjoyed that. It was funny because like I know some older crowd, they be like, where the song at though? Where the
yeah,
song at? Like if you in the spit, if you in there for that spit though, you're in there because you want to hear all the little tricks, all the little
yeah,
bells and whistles they throw in there. Like they did
yeah,
what would they? Yeah, they. I like it when artists do that thing where they do the alphabet. They try to like
yeah.
go like alphabet. You know what I'm talking about? Where they be like,
Like,
at last, because see you,
yeah,
just Logic
I
killed that
see.
shit.
Yeah, the Drake shit. AB, I heard your CD and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
said
yeah,
extra.
yeah. Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go. There you go. That's that fire. That's that test your power level. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's an art to making songs, but at the same
yeah,
time,
absolutely.
to there's an art
Displaying
to
your
fucking
skill.
just craft. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
displaying your skill. And
Like
so,
it's
yeah,
like it was something I forgot what song. I really wish I had the song off my head so I could show my knowledge. But Eminem, he was testing out a style on one song,
yeah,
and then he came back and perfected it on an album later. And it's like that keyed into my head. It's like that's some shit you should be doing. You should
yeah,
be practicing, practicing on some bullshit. Maybe it's not even EP. It's just you doing somebody mixtape. You just out there testing out your skills. Then you
yeah,
come back and hit them with an album like, yo, you remember that shit I was doing?
yeah. It
Perfection.
came back
Yeah,
to it, revisited. Yeah,
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 yeah.
definitely, bro. And so, yeah, I'm just like I said, man, just just letting people know that the sword is still sharp, bro. And I'm shaking the dust off because it's been a while. I'm getting my sea legs back and shit. But overall, like I'm back. I'm here with it, bro. I'm knocking niggas upside the head, bro. Like that's what I aim to do. That's what I aim to do. That's what I aim to
like,
do. So.
and do I have permission to say that I've already heard it? No, just
I mean, you can. I mean, it's out of the bag. You on it.
yeah,
So
yeah. No,
you
like
on
real
it.
talk, bro. It's hot. It's hot. Like the joint you got on the what's that? Just the joint that Topic did.
Yeah,
Like I love the bars. I love the like we were talking about. It's the Saturday. It's the cartoons Saturday morning flow
yeah,
with the cereal, and you just like
yeah.
that was fire. What was it? What's it called?
It's called RBB2,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
it's short for it's called part it's RBB2 because on the last project I put out in 2014, it was
Ha,
there was a joint on there called Random Boom Bap, and
yeah.
so I wanted to come back with a sequel to that, and so that's
All
why
right.
I shortened it and abbreviated it, so it's RBB2. And
Yeah.
yeah, man. So that's what that is. I had that beat too for a year. I bought that beat from Topic years ago. I'm talking about like 2015, 2016. I remember I bought it from him. I forgot where we was at in Deep Ellum. We was at some spot, or I met him somewhere. It's a restaurant somewhere, maybe
Yeah.
Subway, some. Just the simplicity of the shit. And I bought it from him, and I was like, "Yo, man, I'm a thank you, woo woo woo. I'm gonna kill this shit like to the best of my ability." He was like, "All right."
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, I know you. I'm sure you are. And how chill he was. He was like, yo, man, but shit, he was like, I'm about to go skate and just chill and shit. You like,
Yeah.
you want to chill? Like, you want just post up, chill? Cause I'm just gonna go chilling after this. I was like, unfortunately at the time I couldn't because I had to fucking work, bro. At that
Yeah.
time I was still working at Greyhound overnight, and I was just like, I'm
Oh
like, look at
shit.
this shit. I just bought a brand new beat. I was gonna chill with the homie, bro. I can't even do that because of this
Yeah. They gotta go to
weak
that
ass
nine to
job.
five. No, is that nine to
Yeah,
five?
bro.
That's 5 to 9, boy. No.
Nah, that shit was 10 to 6. I was like,
Dude, that's I don't think I've ever worked night shift. As far as it goes, it's like going to bed like at 3 in the morning. Cause like
bro,
when I
it's
did
so weird.
dominoes.
It's so
How,
weird, bro.
how is that life though? Like I got a homie who really enjoys that though. He loves the whole
Yo,
night.
it's not to cut you off. It's cool. Like it's cool if it's cool if that's the only thing you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if that's the only thing you have to do and you plan it out accordingly and it's planned out thoroughly into the T, it can be straight, bro. But other than that, if you don't like, if you have any other important responsibilities, that shit can be so trash. Because when I worked overnight, I was still going to school
Nah.
at El Centro. You know what I'm saying? So like, I would get off at like 7 a.m. and then I would have class 2 hours later, bro. Like fresh off of an overnight shift.
Hell
Like
nah.
my
Hell
eyes were.
nah.
I feel like you seen me during that era, bro. I feel like a lot of people. I feel like
I
that was
saw
a
you in
really
that
low,
era, but
bro. That was
like
the low key a low point in my life. I feel like a lot of people
you was
thought that.
always chill with it though. You was always just walking around, hey.
Yeah,
I
but
know that time you was like zombie mode.
I was
Like
dead inside, bro. Low key, no pun intended. I was trying to keep my sanity.
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
So
you
yeah,
you lower the activation point, bro. If you ain't getting no sleep, you just start. I'm like, if you sleep deprived, it's basically like being on drugs.
that's
And
what I felt like, and I don't even do
yeah,
any. Like that's the one. Like yeah, bro. I had like bags under my eyes, and like my cheekbones was like protruding. My eyes
yeah.
was red, and I looked emaciated. I looked like a fucking zombie, bro. I was malnourished. I was just eating bullshit just to like make sure I stand up, like make sure that my body would have the energy to stand up.
Wait, what the hell was
Um,
you eating?
bullshit, bro. Burgers, pizza, chips,
Yeah.
uh, Minute Maid, uh,
Sugar,
chocolate.
fucking
Yeah.
sugar syrup, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whole bunch of bullshit. Just big ass amounts of everything, bro. Big ass bacon cheeseburgers and large order of fries, a whole of individual personal pizzas and uh just candy bars and fucking drink. It
Bro.
was barely any water. Bro. I was eating bullshit, bro. I promise.
Bro, I can relate, man. I remember there was an era where like it was something along the lines of like, oh shit, I know Jack in the Box shake machine goes off at 3 in the morning. I would get my ass up. I would
Yes,
get my ass up
yes,
at
bro.
2 in the morning, draw the
Dead
fucking
ass.
Jack in the Box.
Yeah, And just
It
like
wouldn't even be just a fucking shake though, bro. You get there, you see that munchie meal, and you just be like, I'm gonna
and you
get the
like,
egg
damn,
rolls.
yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
get that.
this.
Throw some curly fries on. You just eating
Yeah.
good, like, and that's the thing. Like, it's like what you say. It never ends, bro. Because like when I worked over there, like yeah, the ladies, like we always work in that same shift. So like the ladies and the people who worked behind the food counter in that food section, like they got off at a certain time, maybe like a certain time, a couple
Mm.
hours. So it'd be a couple hours where nobody's back there, but beforehand, yeah, like in between breaks, I'm buying like chips and candy and soda and all the sugary drinks you can name, bro. Like just to like stay awake and maintain sanity, bro. Like and then on top of that, we got like a meal for free each shift.
Mm,
So like I'm eating this bullshit for free, like it's free because I work there. So like yeah, give me give me that number six
bro.
with a big ass cup of lemonade, bro. Like, and I'm in there,
Just devouring. Like
I'm
it's.
just
I
withering
get
away,
it.
fool.
I get. Look, it's funny you were withering away while you were still consuming all that bullshit.
Ain't it? That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy, bro. But yeah, a lot of people would see me during that time, but fortunately, thank God, I bounced back.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I'm out of that. I'm on the other side, so that's always good. But we here now, so
Wait,
that's all.
how like you can't just share that and tell and not like share how you got out of it. How'd you get out of that? That's a hard thing to get off from, man. Like people waste their whole entire life to just fucking junk
Oh yeah,
food.
yeah.
So like, what the hell did you do to kick that habit?
Oh, don't get it fucked up. I still eat junk food. I'm just not in that capacity to where
Not in
it's like,
zombie mode.
yeah, to where it's like that's the first and only option, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
yeah, I gave the job like 6 months and then I was
Mm,
just like, bro, I can't do this shit no more. I can't. Like I'm losing I'm losing sleep. I'm losing like a mental
life.
fortitude. Like yeah, life. Like everybody chilling, have a grandiose time. Like life is going on without me. My social life was this big type shit. I only
Smaller than a
socialize.
mustard seed, like
Yeah,
a.
the size of a grain of salt, bro. I only socialize with my coworkers. But yeah, bro. And the money was it was good. I mean, it was better than the last job I had. So
Yeah,
that's money to anybody who made more than their last job. So, bro,
yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, pretty
cause,
much.
cause you got that, and like I was working, I wasn't full time, but I was like 4 hours away from full time. It might as well
Yeah,
damn near could have been full time. And then
yeah,
yeah, I gave it 6 months, and that place where Greyhound it never closes. It's always open,
yeah.
24/7. Holidays, no matter what. And I was with them through the holidays. So like the
Gosh.
year the year that I got hired, that was August of that year, and I didn't quit until March of that next year. So I was with them through fucking Thanksgiving,
Oh
Christmas,
hell. I always try to get out of a
New
place for
Year's,
holidays.
rushes. I had double shifts before, and I'm like, any time to myself that I wanted to have, I literally had to plan that shit out like days, damn near like a week and a half in advance. I was like, oh
Yeah,
shit, Star Wars Force Awakens comes out. I have to make sure that I can. I have to buy my shit early like my ticket has to be in my hands by Thanksgiving type shit. And the movie don't come out till December because they might try to hold me and make me come in. Oh,
damn.
this game comes out. Let me, shit. I had cop games and them shits was collecting dust for a little bit because I would
God
just have
dang.
them, and I'm like, damn, bro. I feel like a collector at some point. Like, I'm not even playing
Not
these
even
shits.
using the shit.
I'm
Just
just
you
collecting
got
it,
the
bro, just to
plastic
say I
wrap
bought.
still on it.
Bro,
Damn.
that shit was terrible, bro. But yeah, I quit. I just quit. I was like, I can't do this shit no more. And if
Wait,
they ask me,
did
I
you
quit,
just give
bro.
them a 2 week notice, bro?
Oh yes, oh yes.
Okay, I was like,
I'll
yeah,
never. Oh no. I don't be on no walkout shit. Hey, kudos to
yeah. You gotta
everybody who
have
do.
class, right?
Hey, yeah, you your own person. You do whatever you want to. Me, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna get a 2 weeks notice. so I could get my shit. I still want my money because you're gonna owe me some money. I'm not just gonna walk out of here with no final check like a dummy. So not calling those people dumb. I just want my money because you never know what the future holds. I was like, you're gonna give me this last chunk of change. So I'll
I'm
never
be bold.
forget.
Nah, I say it's still stupid to do that. You should move with a plan. Yeah, I've
Right.
always been that way. You either gotta know what you're doing next, or like, ain't nothing that bad where you gotta be like, man, I'm just gonna drop all this shit and not have no money afterwards.
No, I seen it happen like in that job. I mean, yo, two things. One, I'll never forget when one of my old coworkers. That's exactly what she did. She got into it with a customer, and
Mm.
she reached her boiling point. She just walked the fuck out. Never seen her again. She took off her vest, like her little uniform shit. She threw that shit in the trash by the door
Oh damn.
and walked away. She's like, "Fuck this shit, bro. I quit, man." And like I'll never forget the look on the customers. Yo, the customer she was so puzzled, bro. Like her face was like a little kid, like when a kid find out that like Santa Claus ain't real or the Easter Bunny is fake or some shit like that. You know how kids sit there in disbelief when they have to deal with the truth, like the harsh reality. They'll stand in one place like they jaw about to touch the floor. She was like,
The deer
this
in
shit
the
was like,
headlights.
bro, this was in broad daylight. It was like 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Sunny day, beautiful day. She's
Or you
walking
get your
out.
shot, you get your shit wrecked at 2 p.m. Like that's crazy. Nah.
She was sitting there in the line. She watched the customer watch her leave. I was like, yo, I'll never. I was like, yo, I asked my other coworkers. I was like, is this really happening? I was like, bro, I'll never forget this for as long as I live. And I'm telling 6 years later, I'm telling you this story. 5, 6 years later,
Hey
I'm
man,
telling you
like
this
like
story,
it
bro.
stuck with you. It stuck
That
with you.
shit is crazy. But yeah, the day I put in my 2 weeks, I'll never forget. I came ironically, when I was about to put in my 2 weeks, my old boss already called me up there to the office to tell me to do something. So I was like, all right, cool. In my mind. And then she was like, oh, I need you to do this, and this, and this. And then yeah, in addition to what you're doing. So I do this, and this. I'm like, all right. And then I hit it with the okie doke so fucking fast, bro. Like I had my foot like towards the door, and then I hit the ill turnaround. I was like, oh, I almost forgot. Yo, tell me what. I said those exact words as I reached for my back pocket, bro. I'll never forget this shit. Her words verbatim was like, please don't tell me what I think you're telling me. And I pulled out the paper and put that shit on the desk. I was like, yo, bro. I was like, that's not a me problem. That's a you problem. If
Yeah,
you know, if you know that I'm about to put in my 2 weeks before I even said this shit, that's a you problem, bro.
bro.
I was like, oh, by the way,
Yeah, bro, that's the key.
on
That's the
some
key right there.
on some
Like,
drop the mic
if
shit,
I
bro.
swear everything gets quiet, and it's like as a manager, like you hear that, you feel that dust, probably in that
Yeah,
wind, just creep on your neck. Like, oh fuck, I'm about to lose another one.
right. Oh man, you froze, bro. The camera, I don't know what it is. Oh,
Yo, 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 can you hear me?
yeah, yeah, I hear you.
Okay, all right, back to that's the classic virtual reality. Gotta love that shit.
Absolutely. But yeah, man, she had the crying MJ face, bro. I could feel it. I was like, yo, by the way, I was like,
I'm out
because it's
this.
because I always say to like everybody and like friends, whoever, I'm like, yo, in that moment, you have all the power. Like, not even your boss can tell you what to do. Honestly,
Yeah,
like, they can't keep you. They can't make you stay. So, like, yeah, you run shit, but that's the
right.
Thanos snap right
You,
there.
you unless you like, yeah, there's nothing you can do. If I decide I'm done, I'm done. Like
Yeah,
all you
yeah,
really got left is all right. Well, it was nice knowing you, kind of thing. I
yeah,
wish you luck.
absolutely. Yeah, and so because of that, yeah, and I never got fired from any job, thank God. Uh, and so yeah, I any job I ever had, once I was done, I just put in my 2 weeks, I
I,
never like burnt no bridges or nothing like that. So any job that I left, they was always like, you could come back if you want to.
did I ever tell you about Wendy's?
I don't think you have.
Okay, so it's a little blip in life because I only worked there for about maybe like a good 4 months, and
Yeah,
I didn't get fired per se, but what happened was, so I got the job because the homegirl that was in college, she went back to school,
yeah,
and they needed somebody to fill the position, so they hired me on board. And at the time, I wasn't driving, so my mom's had to drop me off, and it
yeah,
was one of those situations where she was like, "Yo, what time you get off? Let me know what time you get off." It was like some real baby and still shit. And she was like, "I'm
yeah,
gonna come pick you up and let me know what time." But you know how fast food works.
yeah.
If they tell you get off at this time, you're not probably getting out till about an
It's
hour
a
or an
lie.
hour plus. Yeah.
It's a lie.
It's a fucking lie. And your manager basically wants to be able to fuck you as much as it wants to. But if you got a parent that's doing that kind of shit, it's like, oh, I can't have full control of you. So therefore,
Yeah,
what ended up happening for me was like the manager disappeared. He didn't give a schedule out for me, and I kept calling, and like he just wouldn't pick up, and he just fucking he didn't bring a nigga back on the schedule. Like I called somebody on there and said, hey, could you have the manager give me a call so I can get my schedule? And basically nobody did anything, and the manager said it's not our job for you to get your schedule. Like it was some
whose job is it
convoluted
then? Because
shit.
I can't make mine.
Yeah, like
Like,
I'm supposed to call you, but he's like, you're supposed to come up here and get this. So like, nah, like he basically just tried to figure some loophole to like fuck me over. And basically, like all I want to do is get famous, go back to that fucking Wendy's.
and stun on them. Oh
Nah,
man,
I'm more mature now. I don't want to do that shit now. But that
stun
used to
that
be the
nigga.
goal. That used to be the goal. I was like, I'm gonna drive through and I'm gonna make them niggas work all night.
Nah, you you stupid. I will say, I'm not gonna lie. Once you quit somewhere and go to your like the place again as a regular person and not an employee, that shit hit different, bro. That
It
shit
does.
really hit, it hit different, bro. I've been I've been to like damn near all my jobs. Post me working there, that shit is a different feeling, bro. You feel like you got that glow for real, bro. You got more pep in your step. You be dapping niggas up with way more enthusiasm. What up,
Bro,
bro?
when I did Domino's, like after Domino's, especially when that manager was still there, it felt so good to go back there because they would still give me discounts and shit. Like they was like, and everybody get
Facts.
all happy. He's like, hey, like, what's good? What's
Yeah,
good? Like it was like Domino's was a weird job for me because like it was first time doing delivery boy shit,
yeah.
but it was fun, man. It was like a little adventure within itself, and like I,
I'm
I
sure it
remember,
was.
yeah, bro. Like I always tell the stories like fucking apartments, delivering to apartments at like the dead of night, and like there was an apartment complex called Surrogate Row. I believe it was not the no the area was called Surrogate Row or some shit like that. The
That's a
cops called
wild
it that.
name.
It's because niggas would go over there and die basically, and they would rob fucking delivery people, and it was off our list. We weren't allowed to deliver
Yeah,
there
yeah.
at night. Like after 9, they closed that shit down. It
Oh
was
my
like you can't
god.
deliver here. But then one of the higher up, like the supervisor's like, no, put it back on the list. We want our money. You're running out of money. Like I'm like I don't care. It's like nobody got robbed in a while. So go and try it again. And I'm just
Money
like,
is money.
the fuck? Yeah, yeah. So my ass, I'd be, bro. I would be on some like, okay, that's my complex. Well, I'm gonna do like this loop around and make sure the area is clear
Oh
and make
hell
sure I
yeah.
got a way out.
You put patrolling it and shit. Be on some stakeout shit. I feel you.
Don't even be like, I'm glad we didn't have the domino stoppers on our car. Cause I ain't want
Nah.
nobody to know. I ain't want nobody to know I'm the police, not the police, the pizza man.
Oh shit, bro.
It was a crazy time though, like, cause the worst part is you get this kind of thought process built in your head. So
Mm.
when you meet strangers, you start going like, "Fuck, is tonight the night I'm gonna get robbed, shanked,
Yeah.
or
Oh my
or
god.
worse?" And then you start getting that mindset, and you're just like, God damn it, why am I thinking this way? Like,
Yeah.
not every encounter is gonna be a bad encounter, but it's just like I get it. Like, it's in some things like I kind of get it. I kind of understand where someone that's just like, yo, man, I don't trust those darkies. No, I'm
Yeah.
just-
Yo, this nigga is wildin', bro.
bro. I just like to say I can say these things because I'm black. No, I'm,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be that. But nah, bro. I honestly like Domino's was cool because that's like the one of the other places where like the tips was crazy
Oh yeah, I
because
can imagine.
when like don't get me wrong, some places you didn't get tip, but when you did, like Sundays was always the best days. Like I don't
Yeah.
know what it is about Sundays, but like
'Cause people
old
don't wanna.
grandma,
Yeah, I mean, people don't wanna. I mean, people cook normally. You get the big dinner, but a lot of I don't know if you like old people, yeah, but like I know for me, like when I was in Denton and shit, like when I would watch my shows, a lot of my shows would come on Sunday evenings.
yeah,
So I get right, bro. Get some pizza or Whataburgers across the street. Like I'm getting some type of food, and I'm thugging it out, bro. I'm chilling.
yeah.
So,
Were
so
you down there when Central Grill was the thing?
nah. I
Okay,
never
okay,
I never had a Central Grill. I'll be honest, when I finally got there, a lot of shit was taken away. Like a lot of what people remembered and what it was good and known for the most part, was like either gone or changed or moved or
yeah, bro.
phased out. So I
They
I I missed
they
y'all's
tore that
era.
area up.
Yeah,
That
I missed
area
y'all's
they
era.
tore up, where that second save or was it second save or something, like, bro, it used to be completely different. I stayed in some little townhomes over there by like closer to like the Family Dollar area. All of
Yeah.
that used to be something different. They went in and just gutted all of that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
I will say when I before I left, they did clear out where Chicken Express used to be. Um,
yeah,
Chicken Express, when they took that shit away, that was heartbreaking, bro. Because
bro, that
Chicken
was a
Express, yeah,
spot.
that whole lot, bro, like that whole area, the bank, I think the Dollar General, I think they took it away. But yeah, man, like right, like yeah, like half a block away from where the IHOP used to be, like the
Yeah,
IHOP
that
right
was
there
also
on
the
the
spot.
highway. Yeah, I was a spot too. They just started cleaning the house like slowly but surely before I graduated, and I was just like, damn, bro, like they really taking away all the shit. Like I'm like, this is for us, bro. Like well, I'm like, where else can I go if I want a legit breakfast? So like, where I'm gonna go? Like, Chicken Express had student deals, like
Yeah,
$5 Mondays, bro. I'm like, y'all niggas really took this away just to like be on some greedy shit. That was
bro.
so trash.
Like back when it snowed, when I was out there, like
Yeah,
Chicken Express was holding it down. They was still sending people in
yeah,
with they had all their shit still, and they were just
yeah,
feeding everybody. I remember it was just
yeah,
white everywhere. You either had the student union or you went to Chicken Express,
yeah.
and it was like I remember that day. I slid to that bitch. Like
Yeah, how
it's
you
just
can,
crazy.
bro. When
It's
yeah,
crazy.
they took that away. I was like, damn, bro. But money, bro. Money is money.
That and that and there, I think if I'm not mistaken, because I don't know exactly what they did with there, but I believe I worked one of those deals out there, and what if I'm not mistaken, what was going on, it was getting all that land because they were
Mm,
not only just expanding the school, but they were trying to put more school-based housing so that they could
yeah.
basically have the money to themselves. Like
Yeah, and just
UNT,
build more dorms and shit. That's what they
yeah.
did. That's why they took all that away in the first place. So,
Did you enjoy Denton though?
oh, I loved Denton, man. It was great, bro. I know a lot of people have different experiences, and
Yeah.
maybe it's because maybe it could be just that, and maybe because I'm older than a lot of the people I came across that I've come to know. But
Yeah.
I had a grandiose fucking time out there, bro. It was great, man. I
Yeah.
just it's that and just combined with my independence, and I just miss being free out there. I felt free out there, man. I was just like,
Yeah.
man, this shit is great, bro. I got my own crib, my own time, my own space, and interact with whoever I want to, and just out of the house,
It's
bro. That shit was great to me.
it felt magical. The like my time, and then I ain't gonna lie, it felt magical because it just felt like everything was. It felt peaceful. Like,
It
bro, you could
did,
go outside and sleep on the ground, and nobody would buy. Somebody might hand you
yeah.
a cover and a pillow, bro.
Yeah, depending on where you at, like certain
Yeah,
spots and stuff
yeah,
like that. Yeah, bro. Like it was mad chill out there, bro. And I'm just
yeah,
like, it did feel like I always tell people, when they would ask me about it, I'm like, yo, the dope thing for me was that every time I woke up, I knew that I wasn't in Dallas. Like
yeah,
that's the feeling like you'll know, like you just know. And I was just like. Sometimes I would still wake up in like disbelief. Like at the first apartment I had, I would wake up, see the complex. I had a nice view. We had we stayed in the townhomes too, like some townhome apartments. And so
yeah.
my our bedrooms was on the second floor. We had the upstairs, and I would
Ah,
look
you
out my
must have stayed in the
window.
same spot that I did, bro.
Where
Like, okay, hold on. Was it called Sleepy Hollow?
Nah, I know what you're talking about
Ah,
though.
okay.
We if I know what you're talking about, that was yeah, Sleepy Hollow. Is that past like Taco Bell and like across the street from Whataburger?
It was right there by Taco Cabana before they dug up Taco Cabana. Like, I don't know
Okay.
if you were there where that street was, because it's like you got Avenue B, and
Yeah.
then it was it was like, fuck, I can't remember, but it was right over there. Like, Taco Cabana sat to the east of it. Was that no, to
Yeah.
the west of it? And after they dug that out, like, there was really nothing you could identify the area with. Like, if you knew
Yeah.
the area now, Sleepy Hollow was that area. There was a car wash, not a car wash, a laundromat on that
Yeah.
same street, and that's what Chicken Express was. So you got that block. So you had Chicken Express, laundromat, and Subway, and that street
Okay.
was Sleepy Hollow.
Okay, man. Yeah, I know the area then yeah. I know what you're talking about. They changed so much around, but yeah. I definitely know what you're talking about because I used to be across I ain't have no I was there with no car, so all you could really do
Yeah,
I used to just walk around the area because I could just on some peaceful chill shit. Like
bro, I did
I
that same shit. It was
yeah, I used
you
to
didn't
walk to
need a
school.
car.
You
You didn't
didn't.
need a
I
car.
always tell people that you didn't. You didn't need a car. Only way you did was if you commuted. But other than that, like, and you could walk, do whatever you want. And if not, the bus had such a good system where you could find your way, across most of the area on the
Yeah,
bus. So,
bro, I
but
stayed
yeah, it
fit
was dope.
because I didn't have a car. Like,
Dead
I
ass.
remember just walking everywhere, and it got to a point because I used to be late for those damn buses, and
Mm,
I had to make a certain train. So a lot of my mornings would be running from Sleepy Hollow all the way to the train station. Like, I mean, run. Like, every morning I was running,
you
and then
used to
I'd
run
get
to like past the square, like to downtown
yes,
Denver.
bro,
Nah, you're
yes,
bugging.
bro.
You're bugging.
I ain't bugging, bro. This you remember I was skinny, bro. I was skinny. I was able to do such a feat.
That's a far. I, this is coming from me. How ironic, but that I've done that as somebody who's done that trip, not kind of from that area, but like further past that too. That's a far ass trip. I've made that trip, and
But
I could tell
you
you.
get accustomed to it because
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't
I totally got. I love
I didn't
walking.
go to school out there. Like, I
Yeah,
went out there to do music,
yeah,
and I worked. Since I worked in the area, basically my mornings went every morning during the week. I got
yeah,
up to go to work, so it just turned into
definitely.
I did those miles. Like
Yeah, oh
I
yeah.
feel accomplished. I feel accomplished. I was a
I
fucking
always did, but by the time I got there, because I'm like, yo, I dead ass just walked like 25 minutes
yeah.
basically from my crib to campus, and then I'm walking back. And in
I
college, off GP, you walking around every day anyway, trying to go to and from. So
yeah.
I got my exercise in. It was dope. It was dope.
I kind of want that life back, but I
Shit, me
mean,
too. I'm not gonna lie, but
I
I
also
think
like
about
having a
I think
car.
yeah. like overall, I think about it all. I think about Denton all the time because it's just like I'm like, damn, bro, I really miss that place, and I miss that independence. But it's just like it's just the reality of it, bro. Like I finished school, like that's what that was the main point of me going out there. That's what I set out to do once
Yeah,
I transferred out there, bro. Is to just finish my shit and then you know go move forward from there. So um, but yeah, man, like it was a nice chapter of my life, and
yeah.
again,
I will
everything
say,
happens for a reason. Everything happened so that I could get to the point that I am right now. So
yeah. I
I can't
that's
complain.
the meanwhile.
And it, you feel me? That's the meanwhile, cause I did some I think I told you before. I did some writing when I was away, but I didn't really connect. Like I told you before, I didn't really connect with nobody musically like that out there, cause I guess by the time I got there, that phase and that era was kind of gone. And then
Yeah,
also
that
too,
wave was
like
moving.
yeah, that wave was gone. And then me personally, I was going through like a lot of like family loss in the 2 years that I was there. So
Mm,
I didn't have the mental mind and the mental mind frame to like write, to be honest. Like I would feel inspired sometimes, but that would just be me just that would just amount to me listening to projects. Like I would feel compelled to like motivated to write my own because I was just like yeah, I was grieving.
I
Um,
remember.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, because we
yeah,
freaking
grief.
connected, like
Yeah,
fucking same asteroids.
yes, yes, bro. I
It's
remember you. Yeah, we talked a couple times, and you told me what was going on. I was like, damn, bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, I stopped. I went to your crib. One of your old cribs, like where you used to live. That
yeah.
during that time, yeah, I was still in UNT. When I went to your crib that time, and yeah, man, it was going through it. So like, all I could do is just listen to other people. I didn't feel compelled to like write.
Yeah.
But yeah, afterward, it was that combined with just I was so busy trying to do shit. I'm trying to like
Yeah,
keep a roof over my head and like fucking pay
bro.
bills and get get passing grades, like just passing grades. I'm not aiming high, bro. I just want passing grades. And
Bro,
so
that's actually the line like in one of the tracks because it's like I basically was playing on Ye's line. He's like deep depression when my mama passed.
yeah,
I was too busy to tell you that. You know,
yeah.
it's just like it's simple, but it's like that's the truth.
It was
Honestly,
the truth, bro. Cause it's just like, yeah, like I told like close people and stuff like that, but then my whole mindset, cause I even you like I told you the other day, it's funny because you've heard like the version that's coming out, you've heard like a chunk of it, but you haven't heard like everything else, like the tweaks and changes and like the
yeah,
whole thing in full. So like I talk about this on the outro, you know what I'm saying? So and the outro is mad short. This is produced by the homie uh Nose, who produced on the Utilization EP. He
yeah,
did this song on there called All I Got. And he did the beat for the outro on this. I talked about all of that, bro. Like how uh my grandmother passed and my cousin passed. And but it was like I was grieving and like I was depressed, but like I couldn't even tell it to myself. And then
yeah.
I was so like in the vortex that it was just like, okay, I probably shouldn't feel that way, but it was like, okay, you saying this, but you still have, like I said, you still got to pay rent. You still have like grades to
Yeah.
make. Like you have a GPA to maintain. So like, yeah, you getting this out. And I told people, and they knew, but it's just like that overall feeling of like, I still have to like. It
Life is
sounds
still
so,
moving.
yeah, it sounds greedy and selfish almost when I say it, but it's like I still have to
But it's
accomplish
true,
this.
bro. Like
Yeah,
everybody wants you to like. Don't get me wrong. Like I understand. I understand it because I have family that like personally. Like I kind of feel like they still kind of hold too deep on it.
yeah,
And like don't get it's like it's a weird kind of statement to make. Like I get it. Your loved one has lost. Like they're gone. But I was born and brought up under a way where you're supposed to kind of keep moving. Like
Yeah,
it's that stuff you see in those animes where they be like, "Yo, I know your homie dead, but we got a mission to complete. You can grieve
yeah,
later." Like
yeah.
I get it. It's weird because for me, I don't honestly I still to this day don't think I properly grieved or whatever because I was too
Mm.
busy, bro. It
Yeah,
was
I feel
like
the same way. It's like, damn, like did I miss like a moment? Like did I miss my cue or some shit like that? Because it's
yeah
like, yeah, bro, you damn near feel like soulless and lifeless, bro. It was crazy. Like, yeah, like when my grandmother passed, I at least for that first little while, because we was in New Jersey just before I moved to Denton. I had to come back early so I could move and get ready for school. See, like that's how it. I told you before, like, because everything just kept happening, bro. Like
yeah
it's just like, okay, she passed in July of 2017 in Jersey. We're cleaning out her apartment, this, that, and the third. My mom is there. My sister is there. My uncles is there. And my cousin is there. And I'm just like, we cleaning out her stuff. But meanwhile, we doing all of this. So we staying at we in New Jersey cleaning up her stuff. Meanwhile, the leasing office is still calling me about putting
yeah
my deposit down. And
yeah,
your deposit and your first month's rent and your moving date and
bro.
the apartment is not fully furnished and I'm just you know what I'm saying, so
They
and
don't care. They just want they bro. I know exactly what you. I feel you so much because
I had to
on
catch the
top of
first
all
flight
that,
back to Dallas, bro, by myself without my family stayed. I had to go early, pack
I
my
fucking
shit
feel you,
soon as I landed. I had to pack my shit. My uncle helped me move.
bro. That's just it's crazy because
Yeah,
it's like
bro.
life don't stop and it just like bro. I remember when it all went down for me. It was a weird situation because now my mom's house is like, all right, you got to pay a mortgage kind of thing now. Like it's like okay, you want to keep this, you got to pay a mortgage. So I'm trying to figure out renting this house. I'm trying to figure out like I still got other bills to pay elsewhere. So I'm trying to do that. On top of that, it was a lot, bro. It was one of
Mm,
those situations where it's just you were trying to figure out how to make it work, and like it got bad. Like I got to the point where I was like, well, I mean, it's not in my name, so therefore, like, why don't I just pay it the way I need to pay it? Like I got
mm,
to the point where I was like, shit, let me just make sure I have the money to do it. I'm gonna go
mm,
ahead and wait 2 or 3 months because I know that I can wait to the third month and then pay and they won't trip. Or I can pay double. Like I can pay all that I need
yeah.
to pay then just in case something else happens where they take that bitch away. At least I'll still have the money. Cause once you give the money, them motherfuckers don't give shit back. They
Mm,
don't give a goddamn thing back. It's just like, nope, this is mine. I'm sorry for all your that was the worst shit through that whole period.
mm.
I'm sorry for your loss. I
No,
hated
you're
that.
not. No, you're not, bro. Just like, just let me tell you what it is, and don't tell me sorry, bro.
All right,
Like,
just shut up and just I'm here to get the work
oh
done. Leave me
no,
alone.
man, bro. Like, don't. And, and if you were to say that to like the people that work there, you know they'd be like, yo, it's just protocol. I'm just doing my job. I'm just trying to be a nice person, but
Right?
you know, you still gotta do your job. I get it, bro. Like, just do your job. But let me tell you, like, I don't feel bad for me, bro. Like, I'm probably not gonna see you again. Like, based on depending on how the relationship is, like, like, come on,
Bro,
bro.
the worst part though is like the first time you do hear somebody not say it, you kind of go like, "What? You didn't say that shit?" No,
Oh shit! I'm
well, you
not gonna
don't
lie
care
to.
about me. No,
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That shit is fun. You right, bro. You right, bro. That's facts. That's facts.
because the first time somebody hits you with, "Okay, you gonna pay credit or you gonna pay," after you say some shit, you're like, "But wait, like,
Yeah.
aren't y'all supposed to care about?" Nah,
Yeah, and then it comes to the point like, man, do I even bring this shit up? Like, cause it don't in the grand scheme of things of this right now, it don't matter. So
yeah,
like, you just saying it to say what? Like, that's just how my mind be sometimes. But nah, man, it's been a lot like these past 7 years in
yeah,
between projects to get to this point. It's been a lot. Like some, I was going through that, and the other times, it was writer's block. admittedly so. Sometimes I ain't come up with shit. I was
Yeah,
listening to so much shit that I was just like, it's no. I'm not gonna try to create anything of my own because I'm gonna sound like who I'm listening to. And then it
yeah,
was just like, then it was just me being lazy, bro. Straight up, it was like a combination of all of those things, like in one pot, bro, just stirring together. Like some stuff out of my control, some stuff in my control, and then that point in the middle where those things intersect, and
yeah,
that's why y'all ain't get a new song from me in 2 years, and then before that it was 3 years, and
yeah.
then 2 years prior to that that was the last.
We ain't
That was
doing
the
that no
EP.
more. But anyway,
Nah, we dead. Oh no, we dead. Hey, no, I know this is like the cliche shit that rap niggas say, but I have started work on the next project. I'm like 4 tracks into the next project already.
hey,
Like not
that's what's
no
up.
not no cliche shit. Cause you know how niggas as soon as they shit drop, oh, I'm already working on the next one. I'm like, damn, that's come on. That shit is the new I gotta clear samples. So I'm just like, so to avoid all of that, I just on on Isuzu right now, I can happily say I've started work on my next shit. I'm 4 tracks in on my next shit. I already know what my plan is.
Well, shit, that's what's up. That is fucking fire. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you something because I'm kind of because since we really do have stories that parallel, and I
Yeah.
remember my experience when I was just going through it. I found myself running away. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's like I was kind of like, all right, I'm okay with not doing music. It's like I'm okay. Like I can just not go back. Like there was a good period where I was like, it's just me. Why don't I just keep it that way? Why don't I like why go back?
Mm-hmm.
Why go back? And like, did you have a moment where you just like in all of that where you just kind of just almost decided to not return to any of this shit?
Bro, yeah, it's funny you mention that because I've had those thoughts cross my mind a bunch of times, at least 3 or 4 times, 3, 4, maybe 5 times. I've contemplated that. I'm just like, you know what? I sometimes I just like fuck it, bro. I'm just content with being a fan. Like I'll just be a fan, bro,
Yeah,
and just always love and admire hip hop. I love hip hop, bro. Like and that'll never change. I'm gonna love hip hop till I'm no longer here. Uh, and for a while, I was just like, bro, I'm gonna just be content with being a fan, or maybe get involved some other way that don't have to do with artists, but I still have a passion and love for it, and I'll probably just leave it at that. I'll
yeah,
continue to support the artists that I love and I rock with, and continue to build those artists up, tell people about it, and just rock with them that way and be a fan. I've certainly had those thoughts on numerous occasions. I'm just like, I don't see I was in that place, like you said. I was like, I don't see myself. I don't know what's gonna happen between now and the next year, or what my graduation day will look like when I
yeah.
finish, or this, that, and the third. I'm like, what would a project for me right now even sound like? It's been so long. Do people even give a fuck anymore? Like, I would be asking, yeah.
Bro,
And
I,
so,
I I know what you're talking about.
yeah. And so, like, but what got me out of that was, honestly, it was it was a combination of other artists and just people in general that I rock with, like people like close friends that I have, and just seeing other artists. That's what got me to be like, oh no, I'm gonna keep doing this shit.
Yeah,
Like during that time, I went to I supported the homies a lot on like so many major levels. I went to see a lot of homies perform live. I went to their live shows. I bought people's products. I listened to them, retweeted their stuff, to show love, just spread love, because that's just who I am.
yeah,
And it don't cost, it costs this much to support somebody.
yeah.
This much. You
And
that's all you need.
actually,
You
it's
want
crazy because you taught me that shit. You taught me that heavily, and like it's been a game changer. Like that's the reason I try to do exactly what I do now. If that's
mhm.
it's also a plus if I actually fuck with some shit heavily too.
Exactly.
Like I'm
Yeah,
I'm just trying to be the energy that everybody else wants. Everybody
yeah,
else wants that, and so just becoming a fan. Like you taught me to be a fan, and I've
yeah.
been enjoying that shit.
Yeah, and it's a great feeling, bro. Like I like seeing my friends and kill shit, body shit. I'd be happy, bro. I'd be the first person in the crowd. Like I've had homies tell me that. My shout out to my homeboy Wolf Taylor, bro. That's my bro.
I know Wolf. I know Wolf.
Yeah, my nigga Wolf Taylor, bro. He actually did he did the cover art for Meanwhile, and he directed my next video that we have coming out. I'm not gonna say what the title is. Y'all gonna listen to the project first, get a feel
Listen to
for it.
him
Once
putting
I
doing a
drop it,
plug.
once I drop it, and then you hear it, you'll see once I drop it. But we have a dope ass video on the way too. But he would always say, and not just him, another artist homie of mine named John Doe,
Hmm.
who was also really dope. They both would be like, "Man, you came all the way out to Dallas from Denton to come support this show, to come see me live." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Like, if I rock with you, I rock with you. Like that.
Yeah,
That's how it is. That's how." But like people like Wolf, he would tell me a lot, bro. He's like, but you don't understand, bro. He's like, fam, there's niggas who I've called and asked and begged to come see me, who live down the street from me. These niggas are down this. They are 5 houses away from me, who didn't even show up. They ain't even bothered
yeah,
to show up. You came 45 minutes fucking away from here, bro.
yeah,
You took a Uber to come see me live. He's like, that shit is dope. I'm like, hey, bro, appreciate it. That's just who I am, bro. That's just
and
who
I'm
I am,
glad you
bro.
are,
Straight
bro, because
positive.
you could teach so many people to basically be better. Like, cause that's crazy. Like that whole concept of 5 minutes away. And don't get me
Yeah,
wrong, I understand people have things to do,
yeah,
but it's a weird thing where like I've been talking to people about it. It's weird. The village doesn't acknowledge you
yeah.
until after you've like basically went off and
Save the
slayed the
world.
dragon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You have to Dang, I referenced one line. I'm not gonna say the line, but there's a bar in there that kind of pertains to that in one of the songs. But definitely, bro, like how you you have to go through like all of this shit and then be portrayed in a certain light just for people to fuck with you. And it
yeah,
shouldn't really be that way. Like it should just be all general. It should be because you like it and you truly genuinely support something, bro. Like going back to the support thing, what I said, like even through my that period and all of that time frame and stuff like that, I never I never lost touch with the music. I still was a fan of music still, bro. Like I'm
yeah,
still listening to people's shit and I'm loving people's albums and projects and I'm still checking for people, bro. Cause at that point it was like that time more than ever, I needed that the most. I needed
yeah,
something.
yeah,
I need it. I need y'all to keep creating. Without y'all, I'm a really be fucked up in the game.
yeah.
Especially now, like yeah, like what I was going through, I need y'all's voice. I need voices. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, why wouldn't I support, bro? And then I promise you're not gonna get cut. Nobody ain't gonna stab you. You're not gonna get shot in the head for just retweeting somebody's shit, bro.
Yeah.
And just being, I promise, bro. Nobody's gonna hurt you because you said, "Yo, your shit is dope, man. I'm rocking with this. I like this song." Heart the
It's
video on time. You have
a
to.
lot a lot of
You
people need to know that a little bit more. That's the crazy part because they it's like I don't know what exactly it is if it's the because I saw some post one time they were like never stop moving the way that you're doing because you don't know how many people actually just stopped,
exactly.
said something to themselves and kept
Yeah,
moving. So it's just I
yeah,
don't
bro.
really know why. Maybe people are just shy.
Too shy to just retweet something.
Hey bro, I
Sometimes,
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised.
nah. I feel like that's one of the best ways is to support because other than the notification that somebody did it, that whole form and sense of identity is totally shrouded from you. Like you just know that they retweeted it. Like that's it. That's that's one of to me. That's one of the it's personal, but it's not personal at the same time. Like
Yeah,
it's not as personable as me quoting the tweet and then really giving you like, oh shit, yo, this shit is like I'm taking your tweet, responding to that, and then posting it. I'm still showing you all this love. Just
yeah.
the The retweet is just, yo, Solomon retweeted your shit. Appreciate it, Solomon. No, Solomon quoted your tweet and was like, nah, this bar right here, this is that shit. I'm like, yo, appreciate you, Solomon. Good look.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
that's more of a personal interaction than, you know,
and that's what it's
seeing them
about.
do it.
That
Yeah.
connection. That connection is what.
But when you shy and not cool, hey, retweet, that's all it takes. It's as little as that, bro. That's support. That's
How
support.
do you
I
how do
like
you
that, man.
how do you feel about, like, back in the day when we didn't have these systems that are built on all these algorithms, and just like like do you ever, because one time I was playing around with the idea of, if you really want to escape the bullshit that we basically deal with and go through, what you could
Mm,
do is just turn yourself into the musician on the street. Meaning,
yeah,
like, you would go down to Deep Ellum, and maybe you didn't have a Facebook, maybe you didn't have anything, maybe you didn't want people to find you on the internet. You wanted
you
them to
just go
find
out
you
there
in
and
person.
perform
Yeah, and you just go out there and you was just out there, and
and
that's
just
what you
kill shit.
did. Yeah,
Um,
like every day was, maybe you rap because you want somebody to give you something so you can eat. You rapped every day so
mm,
somebody could buy you a sandwich.
I I um I always said I would do that if times really got bad.
Yeah,
Because like if for whatever circumstance happened that I would be going through, I always said that I would do that, and that's what I still believe. Like I have this skill. Like I don't really like bigging myself up and tooting myself up, but toot my
I'll
own
do it
horn.
for you.
But like I know that with this skill, like hell yeah, I'd be able to feed myself if I had to. Like
Yeah,
yo, I make the sign and everything. Yo, I'll spit you a verse for $1, $2. I'll freestyle for you right now. I just need $2. I just
yeah,
want to give me enough to buy a milkshake, and I'll rap about this whole block for you. Point some shit out.
bro. Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. This is like on some commercial marketing shit. That sounds like some good ass shit to do, bro. You could just like have somebody there stand with a camera, and you'll just be like, "Hey, let me spit some bars for you. I'm trying to make my lunch here. If I spit some bars, will you give me $1? If I spit some bars, will you buy me a sandwich? Not even a whole expensive sandwich, man. Let's go down to McDonald's. I'm just trying to get a Mac chicken.
Now,
I'm about to
now,
rap in front
see,
of."
you funny as hell. I wouldn't do that right now because I feel like I'm not rich or anything like that. I don't have money. I'm unemployed right now, but I'm still
No.
blessed enough, to be in the position I am, and that's, I'm fortunate enough to where it's like, things are going on in my life that I'm more fortunate than others, so I don't take that for granted. And so I feel
Yeah.
like I wouldn't do that because I feel like I'll be taking like food and money out the next person's hand that could really need it. If I were to do that, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like
Okay. Now
like
you
like
make it
like
a
if
charity. No.
yeah,
There
like
you go.
if we walking around town, downtown, and nigga got a camera and you got it at me, and I'm passing on, coming across passerby, and I'm like, yo, I'll freestyle about the street that we on if you give me $2. That $2 could have went to somebody else that could have really needed that.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about that. That's why I'm saying, like, if I was like really really down bad, like if I was in that position, oh, it's full speed
Oh, it's
ahead,
popping.
bro. It's full speed ahead, bro. It's
All
full
right,
speed
man.
ahead.
Get that
So
wrap for the sandwich. It take me back to that old line in the Temptations. Would you rather buy this album or buy a sandwich? And that's that. Are you familiar with that
man,
line?
but I think I am familiar with that line, but you saying that just made me think about how it's like, man, bro. It got me thinking about people supporting like people's stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's so many lines you can go back to in terms of that the J. Cole line where he was like, this food for thought costs the same as
Oh,
two number
yeah.
threes. And I'm like, bro, this motherfucker is right, bro. And it's just like you only pay you need food, you buy food more than one time. You only have to buy a nigga's album one time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like bro, sometimes niggas prices for shit be like a lot of times it amounts to less than what you still would pay. Like nigga, you get 2 for $5s from Burger King, and or nigga selling his EP for $5. That Whopper gonna go in and out of you. You always gonna dead ass. You know what I'm saying? But you always gonna have that out. Like, even think
Yeah,
about that, bro. Like, even when you're broke, like, or whatever the case may be, even if some circumstance in your life changes,
pop that
if
album on.
if you broke your leg, my nigga, if you broke your leg, if you got 3 cents in your bank account, you still have that album, bro. Like, it's not going anywhere, fool. And it's
You can
just
just
like, yeah,
you can fucking
bro.
hit that it's crazy because that's a concept, but I don't know if I really don't know what it is anymore. I don't know if it's because of the ability to get it, like to actually just go back and
It's
get it now.
it's the accent. I don't know, bro, because hold on, my bad. Um, hold on. Damn, I'm tripping with my shit. But here we go.
The second the
All
tour.
right. No. But I was gonna say I don't know because you could argue that you can make a case for that even way back in the day, like when iTunes first came out,
Yeah,
and you know, I I don't know, but I guess it's the easy thing because in my mind I'm like, what's more? I mean, people think iTunes is a hard ass system nowadays, and back in the day that was the easiest shit, bro.
yeah,
I'm like, bro, they gave you the option to buy the one song that you like off a nigga's whole album. That can't get no easier than that. But then it did get easier than that, and now the old shit that was easy is somehow hard again. I don't
yeah.
get it, man. I don't. But it is what it is. I just, yeah, it just makes me think about support in so many various ways, bro. I'm like, yo, I said this before the last time I was on the show, like, nigga, they is like all of the streaming platforms,
Yeah.
and I'm not against them because my show will be on there too. Like every artist that got to play the game today, but it's just like, yo, the streaming platforms are like the modern day repo man, my nigga. Like if you don't have that $10, bro, you're not getting access to that easy shit that you want. You're not, bro. You're not, bro. It's easier to make a deal like with a nigga like me, like a live person. Like imagine if I was selling out of the trunk, right? You would be way more likely to come away with us making a deal and you still getting the music versus that that checking account, it ain't hitting, bro. We ain't snatched the tank from you, my nigga. So you know what I'm saying? Like
I feel you.
going back to that 3 cents thing. There's times where I've been broke, but I still own those albums that I bought. Cause I buy all my music. I told you this. I buy all my
Yeah.
shit. Now I use SoundCloud and stuff to listen to other people's music, and I listen to Spotify on shuffle. But I don't even pay for that. My Spotify is the broke nigga Spotify.
Nah, I
You know what
ain't
I'm
paying no
saying?
damn premium. What the hell? Like the crazy part, like that's a whole other subject. Because someone
Yeah,
was saying, "What's the difference between premium and regular?" Not a damn thing.
more money,
But yeah,
more money for them. That's the difference.
yeah,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's just yeah. Once you ain't got that bread, you ain't got access to shit, bro. They like ain't nothing. You can't call somebody, bro.
yeah,
You can't make a
yeah.
negotiation. Like I think I told you this story before last time. I'm like with topic.
Hmm.
Uh yeah, I told you that story plenty of times. I feel like I probably told it on the last one too. Like when I first met him and when he opened up for Black Star, when he opened up for Most Def and Talib Kweli. And
Yeah, I remember
that
those.
was that was the first show that I went to by myself, like dolo, and it's just me. Uh they Black Star was at the House of Blues. Topic opened up for them. And I literally watched him change the minds of the whole crowd. Like, they wasn't feeling him at first, and you could tell by their body language and the vibe, like you could pick up on that. Man, by the time he was done, motherfuckers was Googling his name. They was trying to find all of his shit.
Yeah,
And after the show, I was walking back towards downtown, and it was Topic just walking dolo by himself, walking his backpack and shit on his back. walking, just going on his merry way, and I stopped him. This was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I was this is 2011. I was like, bro, good show, bro. You killed that shit, bro. I was like, what I like the most, it's so many things. You got bars, your rhymes, your stage presence, your cadence, all of that shit, and you won over the crowd. I was like, that shit is incredible to me, man. He was like, hey man, appreciate it, man. He was like, you rocking with the music and shit. He was like, you want to buy a CD? I was like, bro, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you, bro. I am broke. I don't have nothing, my nigga. He was like, man, you good. Say less. Gave me finally confident for free. And to this day, I still have it.
That's a
Is
beautiful.
it is
That's a
Apple Music
beautiful.
doing that for you?
That's a beautiful ass story. Oh my
Yeah,
god. Oh my bro. Is
a classic.
Finally confident is something else for me because it's a weird kid moment watching someone you kind of like you are you familiar with Adventure Time?
Yeah, I am.
There's a part in Adventure Time where like Finn the human is
Yeah,
looking up to this dude named Billy. He's like Billy,
yeah.
and and like it was some weird stuff because like for me like for the longest I've always been kind of like a gullible Disney Kingdom Hearts kind of guy,
Yeah.
and like when I went to Carter there was this thing called the Literary Society, and
Mm,
there like I got there and I was still big on my rap shit. I was like, all right, I'm figuring out how to rap. I'm doing this shit. I'm getting all these things built up. And what happened was I got introduced to Topic through a homie at the time. And I
mm,
remember walking in, I went to his crib and he was like, all right, let me hear you rap. And I spit it's that track from the foundation, born to this world with a plastic spoon in my mouth.
yeah.
Um
Yes, that
and
one was dope. I remember that shit too. I was like, man, he killed that shit, bro.
but I remember Topping's words like, "Ah, you suck," and I replied, I was like, "I don't give a fuck what you got to say. I know how I feel." And like he was like, "That's what's up. You dope." And I was
Yeah,
like,
bro. You just mad chill. I was like, yo, man, this nigga's cool as hell, bro. I just
he's definitely cool as hell. Like
yeah,
it's just he's he's um he's that good. Like he's a fucking hero. He's a
yeah,
hero at the cliff,
for
if you
real,
ask me.
man. And it's just like seeing what they all did. I at the beginning of RBB2, I shouted out TFN as a whole.
Yeah,
Just that whole group, man. It's crazy because every time I talk to you about that era of Dallas and like the Dallas music scene, it really feel like me, you, and maybe like 4 or 5 niggas is like the keepers of that era, like the also Last of the Mohican shit. It's really like me and you and a few others will ever know
bro.
about that
Arnetic,
whole time. Yes,
Arnetic.
yes, bro. I feel like it that time frame is literally on some if you know you know type shit. It
Yeah,
really is. Like people will never know about like the Arnetic open mic days and like but I'm saying like I remember like TFN Team from Nowhere. Like I remember all of them, bro. Like
yeah,
Topic Keys, Fresh Shell, Donnie Domino, R&B, Junebug, like
yeah,
everybody, bro. And it's just like shit when Brain Gang was a thing, before niggas went they said before we got Bobby Sessions,
yeah,
niggas forget Bobby Sessions was part of Brain Gang,
yeah,
88 Killer, Brandon Blue, Bobby
yeah.
Sessions. They was Brain
All these
Gang.
names.
They was Brain Gang. That's how I remember them. Like so much that when shit ADD the outfit all
Yeah,
in one building. Like niggas know them now, but it'd be like y'all niggas wasn't there for 2012 and like 2011. Like
bro.
that
When
was
I
some
when I'm
different shit.
well, like when I met because Bobby Sessions was doing the concert for LOA. I remember
Yeah.
the night, and he was in his mode and he was chilling, and I hit him with the because he had a joint he did
Mm.
with it was over one of Nerd's songs. It was like
Oh
that
wow.
he had this. It was he basically used the Nerd beat, and he was
Mm.
like up in the what like he just going in on it. He was just going
Yeah.
in on it, and he was doing this, and I was like, nah, bruh, this is your best track. And he like had to stop and was like, ah. That took me back.
Man.
Meanwhile, Leon Bridges was over there dancing in a weird suit. No.
Man, yo. Have I told you before how many times I like ran into this nigga
Bro,
unknowingly, bro?
he was
I've run
everywhere.
into I've run into Leon Bridges like 11 times, my nigga. I promise. I promise, bro. I've been in space like places and spots where we just on some chill shit, club shit, bar shit, dancing shit. And I don't go out all the time, but it's like the universe and like fate have put me in the same room with this nigga or in the same vicinity of this nigga mad times, bro. And I'm just like, I think maybe I said what up to him maybe on some random shit like 1 or 2 times, and I just kept moving like that. Cause it's like, yo, he don't know who I am. I don't really know who he is, like, just from the artist that he is. And we just keep it just on some like passerby type shit. Maybe like twice. Even though I've seen him more than twice and I've been around him more than twice, I maybe only said what up twice. Like I was, oh, what up, Leo? Oh shit. Good, bro. And that's it. And then that's it, bro. But I've seen this nigga mad times. And but you're right, he be dancing, he be in his bag, bro. He be
Yeah.
just be he be in his
He just be in
bag.
that mud.
Yeah, bro. With his he be rocking the shirts with his chest open and shit and his drink in his hand. I was like, man, this nigga Leon really be lit, bro. He did his
Yeah.
Macklemore collabo and he came right back to Dallas and Fort Worth for niggas, bro. Like, yep, yeah, I did. I got this song with Macklemore, but don't ever get it fucked up. I'm a Fort Worth nigga, bro. And I'll
Yeah.
be right back. I'll be right back in Dallas, right here in the club, jigging and all that, jigging on some Dallas shit. I'm like, nah, this is dope, bro.
That's real. I like that.
That's
You know,
dope, man.
actually it's crazy because one of the biggest things that always like bothered me as a kid, not even a kid, just like an artist.
Mm,
It was growing up and people was like, you should rep your city in your songs. And like it was weird growing up, bro, because it
mm,
was like, do I want to rep a place that I don't have any fond memories of? Like it was
mm.
it was a weird it was a weird combination of that. I mean, as I've grown, I now have a reason. It's just like now
Yeah,
you get to be a part of that movement to try to better whatever you want to see done, or just embrace it. You got good memories now, but it's just like as a kid, I never understood that as much. I remember when I was writing a track from the foundation. I was like, it
mm,
was something I was like straight up out that wood town. Like I was saying that, and I remember I was
yeah,
just saying that, and it's like, yeah, it was true, but that always felt weird because it's like, like it's not fun memories. Like
yeah. I understand.
it's a weird thing. I don't know. It's like I've
It's
always
very different.
like have you ever experienced like because like you represent Jersey. You tell people where
Yeah,
you've been or where you from.
yeah.
Like is it literally just the where you from? It's just that's basically how you hold on to it.
Um, I think part of that is because for the longest because that's where I am from. That's my home and that's where I'll forever claim. I was born there, I was raised there. I mean, even though we permanently moved here when I was 12, before that I was just back and forth and I was always around my family, the accent, the life, the place and the lifestyle and the world that is Jersey. So
Yeah,
but sometimes at times I struggle with that. I'm like, damn, like I used to ask myself like, how can I rep Jersey, but I'm like all the way out here in Texas. Like, how's that going to be possible? But anytime I thought about that, every time I would go back home, that feeling would just go away. And like,
yeah,
anytime I felt like the accent was slipping, or like, damn, I'm slowly becoming a Texas man. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that because Texas, I love Texas. Texas is my second home. But
yeah,
it's just that like when you've been away from home so long, you feel shit start to slip away. Once you
yeah,
be around your family, you go back, it like comes right back. So I'm gonna always have pride. I don't care how many years I've been far removed from it. That's where I'm from, bro. That's not going anywhere. So you're gonna hear it in my bars. It's in my fucking socials, like my social media name, my platforms. Like you're gonna know it's me. You're gonna
yeah.
get these Jersey bars, bro. Like I don't care how long it's been since I lived there. Like you gonna know because it's a part of me. It's embedded in me, bro. So it shaped who I am as a man, like as an MC, as a person. Like nobody nobody taught me how to rap. but I had all of these different things in place and around me between all the places I've been. And Jersey has a big part of that, so
Yeah.
that's not going anywhere. So. Yeah, I can't really say I struggle with that. I had those questions when I was younger, but nigga, I'm 27. I'm going on 28.
Like you know now.
So
You know
I'm
now.
like, I'm like, no, that's okay. How long it's been? A bunch of
You
years.
solid. You solid in your like, and that's why. Honestly, I think that's where I'm at now. Like now it's more of like it's that thing I've heard people say before. It kind of goes like you be what you wanted it to be when you were
Yeah,
younger, and that's kind of the movement I decided to move with now because it's
yeah,
like, all right, I know what I want, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm pretty sure somebody else out there wants that, so I'm gonna be
yeah,
that.
yeah. Because if you don't, it gets to a point of you like worrying about other people's acceptance. Because
Yeah.
that's what it kind of draws back down to. Oh, well, if I say that I'm from if I'm from New Jersey, even though I'm here, they're gonna be mad. They're like, oh, we don't see you out here. You ain't really out here. I'm like, okay, so that don't take away the fact that I was born and raised here. Like,
Yeah.
nigga, do you really want to be on some Trump shit and ask for my birth certificate, motherfucker? Like, it's gonna say, you know what I'm
None of that
saying? Like,
shit matters. That's the craziest part. How really none of that shit matters, but we make that so much. It's like that line
we
from
oh yeah, go ahead.
no, it's that line from like one of Kendrick's album, but like where your grandmama stay?
Yeah,
Like yeah, like tell me that. If you can't
yeah.
tell me the right code, you done.
But it's like, why, nigga? We're out here, right here in this area right now in Cali. We're not at my grandma's house.
Yeah.
The shit that everything that went down on the whole album happened outside of her house, nigga. When homie's brother got killed, before Sing About Me and Dying of Thirst comes on, that's outside the house. The Shireen joint, him going to her house, that was outside of his grandma's house. Him using the car, you know what I'm saying? That all
I love
happened
how
outside.
you go into detail, how you by like chapter by chapter. That's what's up.
Yeah, legendary piece of music right there, piece of our history.
All right. So wait,
Uh,
what's your like if you had to pick, what's your fave? What's your fave?
my favorite Kendrick Lamar album.
Yeah, bro. What's your favorite Kendrick album? I'm not
You
gonna
know
judge.
what? You know what? You know what? I think my personal favorite Kendrick Lamar album. I have all of them, but my personal favorite to me is Section 80.
Mm, I've heard a
That's
lot of
my
people say
favorite.
that.
That's my favorite Kendrick Lamar album because that's the first like album of his that like I bought it the day it came out, and from that point on I was just following him throughout, and I really I'll never forget the day that I bought Section 80. This is full circle for real, my nigga. I was taking a Greyhound to New Jersey. Look how we tied everything together, my nigga. This is great. So the
Shit.
day that I bought the day that Section 80 came out, I was on the way downtown because I was gonna catch the Greyhound to Jersey. That's like a 2-day trip. And I spent that whole trip on the road listening to Section 80. And when you have all of that time on a Greyhound, that music is sinking in. You're living with that shit the whole trip. And so I did not that I didn't live with all of his other albums the same way, but
Yeah.
yeah, because what even got me on Kendrick Lamar in the first place was when I saw he was a double XL freshman. And
Mm.
when he had his ciphers, I was like, damn, it was like a kind of a unsaid pattern. They wouldn't admit it, but in each of those ciphers for all of the freshmen, the person that went second always had the best verse. And so in Kendrick's cipher, he had the best verse, and I was like, damn, he was nice. Let me look this nigga up, man. And even back then, as far back as sophomore year of high school, nigga, I was buying albums. I bought shit on iTunes, and that tradition was always it just kept going into now. So I looked him up on iTunes. I found Overly Dedicated.
Mm.
This is how much this is how much I'm such a fan of this whole shit. Like this whole shit in general, and like you know, I just it's just like an inside joke to me. I found Overly Dedicated, and I saw that was the latest one that he had at the time. It was $5.99. Overly Dedicated was $5.99. I caught that. I listened to it. I was like, damn, this shit is dope, bro. And I'm listening to all these niggas for the first time. Absol for the first time. Schoolboy
Yeah.
Q for the first time. And I'm like, damn, these niggas is dope too. So like I said, flash forward into the year after that, 2011, I bought Section 80. 2012, I saw him live. I performed. I met him at a meet and greet, and then uh, Good Kid, Mad City, all the way up to now. Tell me why I was a few years like how they have the meme. I was today years old when I found out this.
Yeah.
Tell me why a couple years ago, and this is why I smile. This is an inside joke to me. I was on that. I was on that Piff, and I saw Overly Dedicated for free as a free download. Before I even knew it was free, I bought it. I didn't even know it was free, and I still paid $5.99. I swear, I look at that every day. I smile. I was like, "Ain't that some shit?" I bought some free shit. I bought some free shit, but that investment it still holds strong today. Ain't that some
it's it's
shit?
it's it's like I it's beautiful in some form of sense. Like it shows your story, honestly. Like it shows you
I had
that
no idea.
concept
Yeah,
of being a fan though. Like it just I don't know, I don't know. I get it's like a very passionate thing. Your passion drives other people to be passionate about it. And like the way that you are about being a fan, it's like
mm,
that's what inspired me to be a fan. Like I know how I used to buy music. The way that I buy music was like this. I'm gonna find out if I like your shit first.
yeah,
If I like your shit, then I'll get it. Like I remember it was a while before that started happening. Because flip side, for me, it was Cole. Cole did
yeah,
numbers for me because I remember when I fucking was intro to this shit, I was like Lil Wayne, syllable rapper. I got a little
yeah,
bit of taste of Kanye. But Cole showed me how to tell stories. Like
yeah,
that was like so pivotal for me. Like I remember early on, like it was out of there was a track and I was like, oh, this is cool. But then after Cole touchdown, it was like, yo, you can do so much more. You can tell stories with your shit.
yeah. That
Do
ass.
that. And like when homie got signed, like it was crazy because I remember it because that's when I started making my first trips to Denton.
Mm,
I went and stayed, and then me and V's, he went to Walmart. He got I don't know if he either went to Walmart and got it or if he had it, he bought it and had it sent to the house.
yeah,
And I remember it was like the biggest thing ever. Getting that album was just a big thing because it's like we were there for Cole. We wanted to support
yeah,
Cole to the fullest, and it felt good. And I think I think the next time I bought music was I think it was either Childish Gambino or
mm,
Cody and Camry or some rock album, but I'm pretty sure it was Childish. And it's crazy because as I look at my patterns, like I didn't really listen to music normally.
yeah,
I got introduced to things like I was listening to D&B. I listened to shit you had to find off YouTube,
yeah,
and you didn't necessarily buy it at that point. You just kind of threw it in a playlist and you kept moving. And like because you didn't go get more songs from it. Like there was shit like Mount Eden, fucking I can name random names off you that would only put out one song, so you wouldn't go buy anything else. You'd be like, oh, let me find out the rest of this genre.
yeah,
And like Childish is like another way that brought me back to rap. Um, one of my homies, Oakcliff Easy, like
mm,
he dropped a project, and I heard, but I still did the same thing, but I like because I don't get me wrong, I want to know what shit sounds like before I go invest in it,
yeah,
but it was one of those moments where like I was a fan of the music, I was a
mm,
fucking fan of the music, so I
yeah,
wanted to buy that shit, and that's what I did. Like it's cool because like your passion has taught me that a little bit more. And now when I really care for some shit, I'm trying to make sure not only do I promote it, trying to make sure that I cop it. I'm trying to make
Yeah.
sure that everybody else knows about it. Like that's I'm passionate about it, and like
Yeah.
I'm saying that's thanks to your passion about being passionate about it. Shit.
Thank you, bro. I really appreciate it, man. And it's just, I feel like that's how it should be, man. Sometimes I'm divided sometimes with like two minds. Sometimes I feel like I'll be of two minds. Like when it comes to certain artists, I'll have like some some underlying strains of elitism, and I know that I need to cut that off. That's not a good trait to have. It's only it's only every now and then kind of rare, like, and you can't be that type of fan. And as I've gotten older, that's what I've come to realize. Like, you can't be that type of fan. Like, because like that could be an example. Like, I could very well ask you. I could ask you right now and just flip the script. So how did you first feel when J. Cole started blowing up? As somebody
um,
who listened to him for years, like, because you was listening to his stuff since the come up, right? Since you
yeah,
was yeah,
I
since
was
you
there. I
couldn't
was
wait
there
to
in high
get Cold
school.
World. Yeah,
I couldn't wait to get Cold World Friday night, bro. I was bumping his shit. I was showing my mama his music. Like
yeah,
I was always one of those people that was like, I felt kind of goofy. I was like, Mom, this
yeah.
is what I'm listening to. I don't want you to hear this shit because it feels goofy.
I
But
feel that
fucking,
way about certain artists too.
but fucking Cold though. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm about to play this whole Friday Night Lights album in the whole
Yo, playing
house.
Friday Night Lights for your mom is dope, bro. It's funny, but it's dope. I'm really thinking about like her listening to like Looking for Trouble and shit.
Bro, home for the holidays. I remember I was in that bitch sweeping. I'm gonna come home for the holidays. Like it was just like it felt good. It felt good. Like those were the moments, man. My mom was like, "Yo, this shit is fire. This shit is fire." She fucked with
Okay,
it.
bro.
It was one of those
Back to the.
situations.
I'm listening to your mom. My bad, not to cut you. I was like picturing your mom listening to like Back to the Topic and shit. But yeah, what was you saying? What was you saying?
I remember that's when because like earlier this it's funny because it's full circle too. My mom had said something to me one time. It's like he does that thing where he not only gives you raps, he gives you a song too. Because like I remember in comparison, like as a spitter, you hear somebody just spitting, you're like, yo, that's dope. But Cole had this ability to spit in a way where it felt like fucking songs, like it
Yeah,
regardless. I remember the song. Oh, what is that? It's called Pull Up. It was off the warm up. Damn, when this is done, I'm gonna have to listen to the warm up, bro. I'm gonna have to
dead
like,
ass. I'm gonna listen to all this shit we talked about when we done. No bullshit.
bro, because like I don't go and listen to Cole like that anymore. Like I used to
Yeah,
listen to Cole heavily, but now like I only it's weird. Like if I'm in the mood to listen to Cole, it's like months between I go turn
yeah,
that nigga shit on again.
yeah,
Same with Drake. No,
yeah.
I don't listen. Like
Drake too.
I don't go. I don't like because Drake's fire spitter too. But to answer
Mm,
your question, um, I was disappointed a little bit that first
mm,
time when Cold World came out. But at the same time, it's because you had such a high like as a fan, you're just like, wait, I know you can do better. Like
yeah, yeah.
it's a weird thing like
Definitely.
that. Like he's still trying to catch his footing
Yeah,
and we were putting a lot on. Like, well, it's not necessarily we were putting a lot on. It just that's how I felt as a listener. I was just like, but
yeah.
I know you can do better. Like I've
Exactly.
I've
Yes.
heard you. Dollar in
Yeah.
a dream, bro.
Dollar in the
When I
Dream
get
3.
no, not Dollar in the Dream 3, but like, cause like just Dollar in the Dream 2, Dollar in the
Yeah.
Dream 1, like those,
Yeah.
like
That whole
I get,
series.
yeah. Well, bro, personally, Dollar in the Dream 3 didn't hit it as much as
It
the
didn't
Dollar
hit for
Dream
you.
2.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dollar Dream 2.
I got it dollar. Yeah, with Lil Cole
Yeah.
and the voice and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely,
But
bro.
what's that song? Wake up or get up. Get
I
up.
get up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
man. Yo, I'm not even gonna hold you saying I felt there was like I felt the same way after listening to Cold World Sideline Story. When it was done, I was like, damn, this is it. That's the afterthought that I had. That's my overall thought. I was like, damn, this is it. I was like, man, I thought he was going. I felt the same way you did. I was like, damn, I thought he was gonna go in, bro. Like,
Friday
I
Night
thought
Lights
this.
hit harder.
Yeah, I was like, why? How come he didn't just sell? Well, in hindsight, knowing what we know now, he couldn't. It was fucking samples and beats all over
Yeah,
there that wasn't his.
yeah,
But I'm like, you trim that and you just build from there. We got the album. I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, like I'm like, but
It's
I was like, damn, bro. And it was to a point where, not to cut you off, it was like to a point where I was like, a part of me was trying to like force myself to see if I could like it or see if I did
we
like
all did that. We all
it.
did that. I don't get me
Cause
wrong. Like
oh
there,
my god,
there's some gems on there that if we go back to, you can appreciate. Like
yeah.
that one where he's like, "Nice watch." Like it's no, that's Run It.
Mr.
That's
Nice
later.
Watch, it was cool.
That
It
it
was
was cool.
cool.
It was cool. Like, and as you go back and listen to it, you're like, okay. But I will say his redemption for me was Born Center.
Yeah,
Born Center,
Born Center was great.
like
Born
right out
Center
the
was great.
bat, just about
Yeah,
all the tracks on that bitch was.
yeah. Born Center was fire. Is that? Let me ask you: is that your favorite Cole album? Born Center?
Um,
Because
so
it's the one we should have got. You felt like that's what we should have got in 2011.
so so personally, like if you and there's somebody else that knows this conversation from me, Dom Shelton. I remember we were having a conversation
Shout out to
about this
Dom Shelton.
back. Yeah, we was having this conversation back in 2014, and he had to shed some light on something. And I was, cause like I was kind of, I don't even remember the year. Like it was back in the day. Like it was
Mhm.
older. I remember I wanted more from Cole because, like, I'm a Kanye fan. I'm a Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I like when my artist shows me other worlds. I like when my
Mhm.
artist jumps other worlds. There was this weird analogy that I was saying that Cole, what he did, he kind of just stayed in the same world.
Mhm.
Regardless of what he did, he stayed in the same world. And in some kind of form of fashion, people call it like, hey, this is that one last guy that can rap and he actually holds
Yeah,
it down for rap. And I
yeah,
started understanding that and I get it. Like, and don't get me wrong, he's gotten so much better. That last album was pretty fire. He figured
mhm.
out how to solidly mix some candy with the medicine, like
Yeah,
being political and then telling you story. Like he's
yeah.
got it down. He's got it down. Hollywood told anyway. But um my honestly my personal fave will always be the warm up
Mm.
because of just what it because I heard the warm up first. I heard the warm
Mhm.
up first and then I heard the come up and I was like, yo, these hoes both go
Yeah,
hard. Born Center would have to come probably next, but then at the same time, nah, because Friday Night Lights, like Friday Night Lights was the blow up, if you ask me.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Friday Night Lights was the blow up.
Nah,
That's what we
that
wanted
shit was
next.
amazing. Yeah, that was the album.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
That was the album.
that was the
Friday
album.
Night
Yeah,
Lights was the album.
that is prime J Cole. That's definitive J Cole. No, I feel you, bro.
Ask me
I would.
Kendrick. Ask me Kendrick.
What is your favorite Kendrick album?
It's the butterfly, bro.
Pimp Butterfly.
Yeah, bro.
It's great. Yo, I wanna that's the thing. That's why like when I was giving you my answer, I said it how I said it because his albums are like they're literal events. Like his albums
Yeah.
are events. So when just like any event, you have to pace yourself through it and go through it, be mentally prepared for it. I've been telling myself for years, and I always start but never finish. I want to revisit To Pimp a Butterfly. I don't care what I'm doing, whether I'm just in my house chilling, sitting down, or like on the bus, like for like a whole day. Like I just want to listen to it again and just dive and just like let the album just splash my whole brain and
Yeah.
like listen to it again. Cause we all did when it first came out, but life happened to everybody as life does in a span of 6 years. Cause
Yeah.
that's when the album came out. It's just like, and he's dropped more stuff since then. I want to go revisit that, but no, all of his albums are great, bro. He'll go down as a
Yeah.
fucking legendary nigga, like a legendary MC. Um, my
And personally, I like to think there's no bro, honestly, like when it comes to just doing rap, like, okay, so there's tiers of this shit. Of course, there's always tiers to this shit. But as
mm,
far as dabbling the line between mainstream and underground, I personally feel like Kendrick is the pinnacle.
yeah,
Like if you talking about like if you trying to figure out who to spar against and test your power level, Kendrick is the ceiling, and you need
I
to.
I wouldn't want to if I end up on the track line, it would be so many thoughts that run through my head. Like, bro, how did I get to this point? That'd be like
Yeah,
that, and then it'd be like, damn, bro, I have to spit like the best shit of my life
it was like put
because
me on the hook, nigga. Only the hook. No, I'm just
you're gonna kill me. Like that's how it feels. But
no, bro, yo, that has to be your finest hour. Like
yeah,
then that and that's what I want. Like in my head, there was that and man, MF Doom because when it came to MF Doom, that was the one who that was the guru. That was the
yeah,
guru. That's when you got like your special moves. That nigga only handed out special moves. And I
yeah,
say that like that because back when I was talking about Eminem earlier about how you would start something, you would try something out, and then you would
yeah,
perfect it later. Fucking MF Doom was the boss of that shit. And he would
yeah.
always hit you with some, as they say, every rapper's favorite rapper.
Oh
And
yeah,
he was on the list. Like for me, it's like, all right, I'm gonna go Kendrick, and then after that, I'm gonna then see if I can get this passing grade from MF Doom. Like that's how the shit worked out in my head.
nah, I still can't believe that he's no longer with us sometimes,
Yeah,
bro. Like even listening to his music is not the same anymore, bro. I be getting happy and getting in my bag. It's just like, damn, bro, like that shit was so devastating to me. MF Doom is one of my favorite MCs ever. And just like he has so much shit like that some people still haven't heard. Even I haven't heard every single thing. But
yeah.
it just it's bittersweet when you dive into that because it's like, oh man, now I'm diving into this, but it's like he's no longer here. But he lives on through his music, and
Yeah.
he's after he passed, when I used to subscribe to streaming, I had food in my library. Then once my $10 wasn't coming through like it used to, and my shit got
Yeah.
cut off, I didn't have it
Yeah.
anymore. And after he passed, I bought it again. And so I was like, hell yeah, bro. Now I already had Matt Villainy, um, and I have Doomsday already. I already had those years ago. But
Yeah.
yeah, so just having more of his stuff, and there's still more stuff I need to get from him.
Not
But
only
yeah,
like
man.
not only that, like it's a whole that's a whole I mean shit, you can call it it's a fucking genre. That's a genre. Cause
Yeah.
I remember when he passed, was the two guys that did a track that was a pretty much a tribute track to
Homeboy
him.
Sandman and ASAP Rock.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just
Yeah,
I don't know, brother.
two terrific. And you heard for yourself. Those that's like work for them. I'm just letting you know, and if you've heard of them, but maybe you heard of them, maybe you haven't. But just in case you didn't know, that's the shit that they do on the daily. That's light work.
That's it. That's clockwork for them. Shit. Not cause like, bro, I when it comes to rap, like I know things, but like I'm still learning. Like real
Yeah,
talk.
I
Like
feel it.
I'm
Shit, me
constantly
too.
still learning. Like, but there's like greats that I don't know about. Like why do I know Wu-Tang Clan? I know Wu-Tang because you know it because of Dave Chappelle. Like maybe that's how you
Yeah,
got introduced to it. Um, I I'm just
no,
like just naming.
no
I
matter
know
how you
most
get
deaf.
there, yeah,
Yeah,
through
you
Chappelle too. Yeah,
yeah like you actually you're right. However you got there, you got there. That's the
yeah,
important part. You got there. You got there.
yeah,
But I'm constantly learning new shit. Like what's that? When fucking Logic did that track with all the members of Wu Tang,
yeah.
like that was a whole. That was a,
That was a big moment for him. I'm sure he cherishes that to this day. Like man,
yeah.
he really had all living members of the Wu on his shit, man.
Yes.
Like I don't know I don't know who else can say that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's and for him to be um approaching the veteran status that he has, he's not new, but he's not old. He's in the middle. So for
Yeah.
him to reach that point in his career and have Wu like all of them is fucking great, man. Like when he it's always interesting when you look back on artists and look at the type of things they was able to pull off in their career.
Yeah,
He has a very interesting career that we'll look back on. He had,
he does. He has some things that aren't the greatest,
yeah,
but
it
it's
makes it
just
more interesting.
no.
That's why it's
Actually, I
interesting.
take that word back because I like that thing someone said one time. Like I have like like for me, I got beats for days. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, but they're all great. It's just like adding that modesty to it.
Yeah,
Um, like that. I think overall,
everything ain't for everybody. No pun intended to his album,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah. High five.
so
No, no. Actually, that's one of my faves from him. That and the True Story, the True Life Story. Like, I know. Like,
no. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because it's funny. You tell me that you telling me that's one of your favorite albums by him, and that's the last album I bought from him. Which is funny. It's funny because it's like if I would have waited one more year, I would have got the last. And this is my opinion.
Hey, bro.
The last,
Yeah.
the last, the last of the because I still haven't heard No Pressure. I heard No Pressure was good, but before that was a thing. In my mind, I was like, damn, if I would have just waited till like one more year, if I would have waited till like October or September 2018, I could have got Young Sinatra 4, and then would have been like, okay, this is the last good Logic album. To me, because I didn't buy it, but I heard the stuff from it, and I was like, where was this 12 months ago? Like, not that everybody was trash.
I know
I
where you're
I
coming from.
Yeah, I liked everybody, but when I heard Young Sinatra 4, I was like, I really, really like post Incredible True Story. This is definitive shit that I wanted from him. I'm like, yeah, like what you said. He had Wu on there spitting. He had one of the best Wale verses we've had in years
Yo,
on that
bro, I
album.
don't fuck with
Wale body,
Wale.
nah. I
Bro,
Hey, that's
I
fine, but even you can be like, yo, he bodied that shit. He
like okay, so
bodied that shit,
that
bro.
brings up a whole other subject. Like Wale goes hard, but it's something about it that just doesn't make me want to like. I'm just like, okay, that's cool. But
Maybe one day, bro.
like,
I have friends who feel certain ways about artists like how you feel, and I tell them that I'll say because I feel like whenever I talk to him, I feel like he's always talking to me about this artist and he's trying to like uncover the mystery of him. My nigga Wolf, he has this thing about this artist, this underground artist, named Makami. And
mm,
Makami is also from Jersey, from Newark. I am by way of Haiti. He's Haitian. And he's from Newark. And the thing about Makami is he has this very this mystique about him. Like he has this he's almost like a ghost kind of. He's like almost like unknown. And so but like so he doesn't show his face. You don't know his real name, his birthday, none of that shit. But his face
yeah,
is always concealed by the Haitian flag, because he's from Haiti. It's a bandana. He always has his face covered. All you see is his eye. He rocks that and like a fisherman bucket hat or like some type of hat all the time. You never see his true face like that. It's been shown, but it's kind of like okay. But you always see him do that. Now the thing, when people think about to me, he can rap his ass off. For some people, a lot of people are like ain't nothing special about it. Like he's just okay, fine. He's cool, I guess, but he's not like this prolific, terrific ass MC that he makes himself out to be, or other people feel like he is. But
yeah,
meanwhile, he's been on collabs with like so many different artists and rappers. The Alchemist has worked with him. Earl Sweatshirt has worked with him. People you can name, Evidence from Cali has worked with him. A bunch of people. How I knew of him, how I got exposed to him in the first place was because I heard him. He used to be heavy with Griselda, back then, who I was telling you about.
You were
West
telling
Side
me
Gun,
about.
Conway, Benny the Butcher. He used to be heavy with them back then. That's when I first heard him. And then so there's that. And so in addition to the mystique, what he does is since he's not a typical type of artist,
Yeah.
and, and I feel like he would probably tell you he took cues from Doom about that. But since he's not a typical artist, um, he has like his own sites and stuff like that, and he sells his music like himself. But and because he do that, he makes these prices. He sells his music for ridiculous ass prices. That's what I'm saying. Like he'll have shit that's like he'll have vinyl of his that's like fucking $400 and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like his like one of his albums, I bullshit you not saying, his vinyl was $777.77 on some shit like that. His
I
CD,
fucked with it.
the CD, not the vinyl, the CD, $111.11. Like this is the type of shit he does, and people could be a lot of people are like, bro, he's really fucking over the fans because like, for one, he charges people so high, but what they get back in the quality and just the time frame, there's been like controversy around that, and so because
Yeah.
of that, like, it's so many things around him. He's this the mystique and aura of this person. So bring it all back full circle. What I tell Wolf about Makami is like what I tell you about Wale. Like maybe you won't get it then. Maybe it'll be years from now. Maybe it might be 2 weeks from now. Where maybe you listen to this shit and it click, or maybe maybe it'll be weeks from now where you listen to Wale and it click. Who knows? I feel like when he was on 100 miles and running, he bodied that fucking verse. I was like, this is great.
That's and we are, bro. We are
Wale
definitely
killed
on the
that shit.
same page. We're homie started off with Smooth Criminal Mike Jack. I
Mike
was like,
Jack, yeah. And then he just
so
proceeded to go in his. That's some DC Maryland go go shit. And for them to connect on that level because that's where they're from,
yeah,
and for him and for Logic to pay homage to Wale, like because 100 miles and one running is the name of Wale's first mixtape ever. So for that to be the title and for him to get them on there and for him to have that full circle moment like that, that shit was fucking dope. And you know, Wale killed that. Logic did too. It was just nice to hit him snap like that. So yeah, man.
Logic. My favorite part for that song at the end was when Logic was actually my favorite part was when he said slashing niggas like Darth Vader, and that after that it was kind of just
Yeah,
hype. No,
he killed that shit, man. That shit was dope, man. I was like, damn, bro. I should have waited a year. I would have got the last good Logic. Because like I said before, but don't get me wrong, I liked everybody, but it wasn't the one I liked the most.
I'm a
I would
fan of
say,
concept. Like I think you know that's why I'm like big on
yeah,
that. Like,
I like concepts too. That's why I like
but I still wanted to go hard. Like I feel
yeah,
that.
I like it. That's why I like the Incredible True Story better. Like all you can say all of his shits are concept albums. And so
Yeah,
which is why yeah, I like Incredible True Story better, but my favorite album from him is Under Pressure. That's my favorite album of his. Um, but he always has shit that I like. You know what I'm saying? I bought
that last one was pretty good too. I don't know
No
if you
Pressure,
got it. Is that the last one?
his retirement album, quote unquote.
Yeah, yeah. Dad
Yeah,
bod.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't have that one. I didn't hear it, bro. But I still have to. But from me sampling it on iTunes, I was like, damn, this sounds really dope. It sounds like this is the one that was going to silence the niggas that talk shit about him. Just off
Yeah.
me, excuse me, just off me sampling it on iTunes. I was like the A to Z shit. I was like, bro, like
Yeah,
this
that
shit.
shit
I was
there.
like, this shit is dope, man. Yeah, man. Him revisiting Soul Food again. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, this sounds tight, bro. But like, yeah, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind.
No, that was trash. That was
Nah,
trash.
nah,
Um, nah, nah. I mean,
yeah,
I to this day, fucking
nah.
Space Diamond, she always says that I work
Nah,
hard every day, yay, yay. It was the wackest shit he ever put out on the damn.
nah. I was like, oh man, Logic, bro, Logic, fam. Yeah, that's just what it just was like. I'm off, man. I'm off, man. Cause how
Yeah.
you, cause nigga, it's literally a year's difference. How you go from Young Sinatra forward to that shit in 12 months?
I
I
go
just
hard every day. Yeah, you know.
I was like, nah, bro. You had a whole Mac Miller tribute on your last album, nigga.
How do you do that?
But I digress. Shout out to him. I still like his stuff. I own Logic music too. So yeah, bro. Yeah, man.
All right, so last thing I guess I'll okay. So last couple things I'll leave you with because you know how it
Yeah, for
goes. You
sure.
got
Oh yeah.
freestyle. You got freestyle, fam.
I got
You
a
got to do that.
freestyle. This nigga
Yeah,
here,
man. You
bro.
got to hot mic these boys. You got to hot mic them. You can't
I
just can't like not.
I'm not the best freestyler, bro.
Bro, why you lying?
I'm
Stop
not,
that,
cause I'm not, bro.
bro. We come from the circle. We know what we used to do hours on end. Chill. This is
Yeah.
like this is like taking a nap for you. Chill out.
This nigga here. And I'm in my house, bro. I don't know. Sometimes it feel weird rapping in my house, even though I
You
just
don't, you
got
don't
it.
want nobody to know. I got a homie. I won't name anybody. He wouldn't dance in front of his family members because he didn't want them to find out.
I'm like, let me see.
Yeah, bro, you got to
Uh,
Dr. Seuss that shit. You got to Cat in the Hat
I'll
comes
kick
back with
this.
a brand new stack. It ain't no green eggs and ham, but I'm about to go ham. Oh, flam flamity flam flam.
Nah,
That's a babkin and a napkin.
I'm not.
That's the
Nah,
Eminem shit where he was
nah.
rapping in the cask.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Yes, we are.
I even feel indifferent about that song. I'm like, how you drop the ball on an Eminem collab, bro? But let me see. Um, I'll kick this because, like I said, I'm not a freestyle nigga. I'm gonna kick this. Um, Straight out of New Jersey, same as Redman and Latifah. Was a C average student. I'm the greatest underachiever. Used to be uninspired and saw no reason to keep up. Now I'm trying to body 1,000 verses and features. Kicking my feet up. I got chamomile in my teacup. Ain't going nowhere. I'm here like a permanent visa. Forever learning. I couldn't see myself as a teacher, but I can't follow everyone because everybody ain't leaders. I'm doper than the niggas that is popular to mention. Can't see me because I'm in another ocular dimension. My skill set been making bodies drop from the beginning. Therefore, I'm a walking, talking, unpopular opinion. How you do shit for attention and never collect a pension. All said and done, wish you could take it back like Tenet. Here today, gone tomorrow, the newest remnant. Cancel culture made you the object of internet resentment. What a sentence. In the right direction, pardon the message. Once again, every day you alive is a life lesson. I'm never not grateful for all of my many blessings. This is food for thought, made with love, good for digestion. And I'm out.
Oh, the boy did it. No,
This
but that
nigga,
shit's fire. That shit fire.
that's an unreleased verse.
Oh, so that's wait. Is that Future?
Yeah, but I won't say where it's gonna land on. I won't
All
say
right, we
I won't
won't
say
we
that.
won't.
I won't
Well,
say. But
yeah,
yeah,
hold
I
that in.
kicked that. I haven't recorded that yet either. So,
Good.
but
What you're doing is you just basically told everyone that, hey man, I'm going harder still.
it's yeah. Now that I said that, I'm like, damn, bro. If I do, if I get on somewhere else and they're like, yo, rap something. Fuck, bro. Bro.
Hey man, hey, that's why I told you to freestyle. All you had to do is look around your room and go, "There's a cassette," and leave it alone.
Nah, I'm not doing that. Now one kicking a verse in my house is one thing. I'm not freestyling in my room in my house. I'm not freestyling in my house. I'm not
And
doing that.
actually that explains last.
I'm not freestyling. Yeah. And well, I did have a call too, and yeah, I was about to do that. I had to get off the phone because I had a call to make, but I was like, I'm not. I was like, because I kind of told you, I was like, hey, bro, you my nigga, but I'm not about to hit this.
Bro,
I'm not
that's
about to hit
crazy
this.
to me. That is crazy to me.
So it was
Like,
it was a it was a combo of two things.
actually, like I kind of get it because like it wasn't until like I started being out in the rest of the world was I was
Yeah,
able to like just like kind of just let loose. Like at home, I
yeah,
don't think I would want to. Like it'd be some weird shit. Like I said, bro, I didn't want to play certain songs to my mom and shit because it was just like it felt goofy. Like I didn't want to, bro. Saturday morning, I hated when she was like, "Oh, let me check out what cartoons they watch," because like it felt like the most cheesiest. Like I didn't want my mom to basically think you got a lame ass son. She was sitting there watching this nigga.
My mom used to know what I was watching. We used to watch some of the same cartoons. She used to watch some cartoons with me. But yeah, I mean, we saying that and we can laugh at that because that's reality, and that's fun, and that's real life. But you ask any mom, you know, she would rather have a lame son than the son that saw some bullshit, or a son that would cause him to, you know, not be lame. You
Yo,
know, so you know, she would want
but
she
shit.
would want she would want him there by her side being lame instead of away from her
Yo.
doing some dumb shit. So yeah,
Shit, bro. It's been dope hanging with you this evening.
for
Um,
sure. Likewise, bro. As always.
you should tell everybody about your project and we should get ready to sign off.
Yes, sir. This is your boy Fidel. What up? Just letting y'all know. Wanted to let y'all know. Meanwhile, the EP drops Tuesday, March 9th, 2021 on all streaming platforms. All of them. I got the Apple Music. I got the Spotify, the Tidal, YouTube Music. I got the shit on SoundCloud, Audio Mac, the whole nine, the whole shebang, you did. Shout out to everybody who was involved in the project. Shout out to y'all, the host, y'all's man of the hour, D-SANe8's with production on there. Shout out to So Topic with production on there. Cool Keys, Riley Lamar, my man G Garcia, aka Gabriel, my man's No Say. Shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to Rayvon LaPonte, recorded, mixed, and mastered the EP. Thank you
Yo,
so much. And if y'all want to, you know, it will be behoove y'all. It will be a good follow. I promise. Follow me on IG, that boy Fidel, ThatBoiFidel on IG. Follow me on Twitter at FidelNJ, capital FIDELNJ for New Jersey. Know what I mean?
nah, I mean, but all right, bro. Stay light. It's been dope having you on the show, and I'll talk to you. Shit, you know how it go, bro. I'll talk to you probably next week. Like,
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we're gonna talk next week. We're
yeah.
gonna talk next week. You already know.
But shit, all right, bro. I'll let you later, man.
All right, bro. Peace. One love.
Peace. Stay light.
You too, man.